Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and I'm looking very unkempt today. My podcast ran late, which is a good thing. If any of you subscribe to the Patreon, an extra long episode today. And here we are. I am so grateful to be chatting with you. Welcome or welcome back. I go live here every weekday at this same exact time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. I hate not having my shower. I feel like I look older. I'm also probably tired, but I did go to the gym this morning. We have a lot to talk about today, including Prince Harry, Nicki Minaj, Tyra Banks, and more. But first, some begging. It is not beneath me. I am a beggar for support. If you can, only if you can and want, please consider becoming a member of my channel. I would be so greatly appreciated. There are lots of perks that come with membership. You get a badge that lets everybody know that you are a VIP member of my fam. You get priority response from me during the Hot Topics show. You get an exclusive video a day and an exclusive live stream every day, Monday through Friday as well. Hey, Kyle. Hey, everybody. I will pin a comment to this video with instructions on how you can become a member, but everybody who watches, including non-members, everybody is greatly appreciated. All right. I think I'm doing a good job of doing my best. Let's start off today with a big update on a story that we spoke about yesterday. Thank you, Jarondes. What Kyle said, thank you to everybody who let me know, oh, I'm on that, Absinthe. They didn't send me a clip or I would have shared it. I'm on this Harry and Meghan. Oh, no, I got it confused. In the UK tonight, I'm on a Beckham documentary, which is pretty exciting, on ITV. I'm not sure what time it airs, but tonight, in an hour or 2 hours, I am going to be on ITV in the UK talking about David and Victoria Beckham and their estrangement from their son, Brooklyn. So if any of you are watching from the UK, check that out. I think I did a good job. I'm annoyed that I don't have a clip to share with you all, but it is what it is. Yeah. All right. Talking about Harry, yesterday we discussed Photogate and Kim Kardashian explaining. Oh, sorry. Somebody mentioned my jacket. This is actually a real vintage jacket. This used to be my father's back in the 80s. It's one of his few pieces of clothes that I still have, and I wish I had more. I think it's Reebok, if I remember. Anyways, it's on ITV at 7:30 p.m. Gorgeous. So in an hour and a half, I'm on ITV. I don't know how much or how little I'm going to be featured, but hopefully it's more than not. All right, let's do this. Yesterday, we talked about Prince Harry and Photogate, and Kim Kardashian explained on the podcast that she was on, her sister Khloe's, that Meghan and Harry did not realize that it was Remembrance Day when they attended Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party. Well, that's not true. Harry was wearing a poppy. For Americans, that may not register, but in the UK, on Remembrance Day, a lot to most, or maybe not most, but it's kind of a thing where you wear a poppy pin or an actual poppy, you wear, the red flower on Remembrance Day. And Harry was wearing a poppy. Harry knew it was Remembrance Day when he went to Kris Jenner's birthday party. And after that, gave permission for Kim and Kris to share the pictures. He knew. Also, come on. Harry is the son of the monarch and was the grandchild of the monarch for the majority of his life. And Harry is a veteran of the British Armed Forces. He knew when Remembrance Day was. However, there's a theory that some of my fellow royal watchers have that I think is maybe more plausible than the whole, it was Remembrance Day. I don't remember. I think we talked about how at the party afterwards, when the pictures were released, some people were speculating that Meghan Markle was pregnant. Perhaps Meghan Markle's ego just got the best of her and she wasn't pregnant, but she didn't like that people thought she was pregnant and she maybe just didn't think she looked good in the pictures, so she had them taken down. Maybe it had something to do with ego and not Remembrance Day. Just a theory. Hey, Traveler landed. Good morning. But yeah, the whole not remembering, that's BS. Harry was wearing his poppy. He knew. Poppy. I think she looked normal. I wouldn't say she looked good. I wouldn't say she looked bad. And she did look pregnant. Yes. So all of those things are true. All right. Let's keep it moving. Kim Kardashian also opened up about her possibly former friend now, Larsa Pippen, on her sister's podcast. Kim tells Khloe about the Real Housewives of Miami star, I love Larsa. I love her kids. I think that was like a transition when I think she was going through a divorce and Kanye and I were having some issues, and it just kind of just distanced ourselves when she moved to Miami. Yeah, and she moved to Miami. But I love her. Not sure that I believe you, Kim. Not sure that I believe you. All right, let's keep it moving. Speaking of revelations, Kim also told Khloe that she owns some really iconic pieces of Cher and Britney Spears memorabilia. Kim is quite the collector. Man, when you're that wealthy, I would do that too. That's smart, I think, to buy some pieces of Hollywood history. Kim says, I have an entire Bob Mackie collection of Cher's clothes from the Sonny and Cher show. The ones where she did this video and flipping her hair. I won every single piece at the last big auction. And Kim also owns Britney's iconic Bob Mackie crystal bikini top with the Dolce & Gabbana jeans from her Dream Within a Dream tour. Wow. Cool. All right. From one musician, Britney Spears and Cher, to another, Nicki Minaj. I'm consistent, y'all. I said that I thought it was smart of Nicki Minaj to be playing politics the way that she was. And she just proved it. Nicki was given one of Donald Trump's gold cards. You may not know this, but Nicki Minaj is not a US citizen. Nicki was born in Trinidad. And even though she's lived here in the US for over 30 years, she's not become a citizen. And now she says, with this new Donald Trump gold card, American gold card, that gives her citizenship. And it also helps all of the legal dramas that her loved ones are going through. Her husband has a lot of legal issues and has served time in the past for some unpleasantries. And her brother is currently locked up for being a, PD to the F, file. I wonder how much more time her brother has. Nicki Minaj. Hopefully it was a long sentence. Let's see here. He was sentenced to 25 years to life in 2020. Nicki's brother. He was convicted of rape of an 11-year-old girl. Nicki's brother said the accusations were invented by the victim's mother to go after Nicki Minaj's family fortune. This all makes sense and is smart because Nicki, her music career is kind of over, I think. She's not going to have any more hits. She's too old. How old is she? She's 43 is my guess. Let me look. Nicki Minaj. 43. Oh, I'm good. She turns 44 in December. Or she just turned 43. She just turned 43 in December. So, wait. God, I'm so old. I don't even remember how old I'm turning in March. I'm going to be 48. God, you're really old, but you don't remember how old you are or how old you're going to be. Oh my God. I'm 47. Nicki is 43. And yeah, I don't think... I think her hits days are over, but she'll still always have fans. She'll still always have fans. And she's doing what's right for her and her family. So I don't agree. And also like the timing of it all. Like Donald Trump would have still paraded her around anytime. But like given everything that's been going on in Minnesota and everything in the country, to go and say Donald Trump is the best president ever. Did you guys see that video? I don't even think Republicans, maybe the MAGA people do, but non-MAGA Republicans do not believe Donald Trump is the best president ever. All right, y'all. Well played, Tyra Banks. This is so smart. You guys may not like me. If you're watching, you probably do like me. But there is one thing that my haters and everybody can agree with, and that is that I am not lazy. I am not lazy. Last year, I heard that there were 2 America's Next Top Model documentaries happening. And your boy started emailing people and messaging, trying to get on one of them. And I wasn't the only one that found out there were 2 America's Next Top Model documentaries happening. Tyra Banks also found out. And she just pulled the ultimate power move. Tyra decided to do her own America's Next Top Model documentary. And I think it's going to talk about everything. No punches pulled, warts and all. Because Tyra knows over the last few years, she's gotten so much blowback because of the drama that was America's Next Top Model, because of all of the salacious things that happened, like that one time that the contestants were asked to switch races. Like, oh, you're going to be black now, even though you're white, and we're going to do blackface and yellowface and yeah. And that Tyra documentary is premiering next month before the other 2 documentaries. Smart. Beat him to the punch. And I think that Tyra is not going to sugarcoat things because that would do too much damage. Tyra knows if she was to do a kid gloves documentary about America's Next Top Model, that would not go over well. And in the trailer for the Tyra doc, we see that they're talking about the whole race challenge and everything. Although there's already blowback, there's already drama, Kyle. People are coming for her because from the trailer, it seems like Tyra is blaming the audience. She's like, the people wanted more and more and wilder, and I'm paraphrasing, and we gave it to them. I don't know if that's the smartest decision, but good on her. Good on her. Smart. Maybe not the smartest, but smart-ish, I would say. I agree, Kyle. It's like I've said before. These models, reality television existed before America's Next Top Model. And it was a different time, Saz Zafraz. They knew what they were signing up for. They knew what they were signing up for. It's like you can't sign up for Survivor and then complain that it was too hard. You knew it was going to be hard. Anyways, we now need a little aperitif. Actually, I haven't used my rainbow one in a bit. I'm going to throw this one away. This fan just doesn't... This fan does not deliver. This is too, like, old Spanish lady at the at the bullfight. I don't know. I don't want to be the old Spanish lady at the bullfight. I want to be the bull. I mean, yeah. I feel bad because my sister gave me this for Christmas. It just is not giving anything. It does match the hair, but so does the pink one. Anyways, we need a little palate cleanser. In an hour and 10 minutes, I'm going to be on ITV, Beckham versus Beckham, talking about the Beckhams. And speaking about the Beckhams, the Daily Mail reports that Brooklyn Beckham's wife, Nicola, receives, even though she's in her 30s, Nicola Peltz is 31 years old, but her father is a billionaire and gives her a monthly allowance of $1 million. Hey, the sixth, $1 million. And I don't know, but my guess is he gives her $1 million allowance, probably just on spending money. Like, he probably pays her mortgage and pays for all of her expenses too, is my guess, right? That million's most likely just spending money. Are you doing your children a disservice? I mean, I guess, I don't know, you're a billionaire. Billionaires are just a whole different other world. But you know what's going to be, you know what, I just had this thought. I feel like over the last 20 years, there's been an explosion of billionaires and 100 millionaires, right? Hear me out. As these billionaires and 100 millionaires have children and their children have children, as the years, oh my God, this is a scary thought. As the years go on, the gap between the haves and the have-nots, the ultra wealthy and the poor, is going to be wider and wider. And in the future, having $100 million in the bank might mean you're not even wealthy. Isn't that a wild thought? Oh my God. My anxiety. $100 million? You're poor. That's true, AC314. That is a blessing, Kyle. That is a blessing. All right, speaking of money, Madonna is apparently not a big fan of weddings. Translation, she's got more money than she will ever need. Madonna gets offers to perform at weddings and turns them down. British actor Vinnie Jones, who is a close friend of Madonna's ex-husband Guy Ritchie, revealed that a very wealthy friend asked him to offer Madonna $14 million to perform for 20 minutes at his daughter's wedding. It was an instant no, with Madonna saying, "I don't do weddings." That's the thing about, like, God, man, that's the dream. The dream is like Nicola Peltz's father, right? When you're a billionaire, wait, let me, one, two, one, two. Wow. When you're a billionaire, your money makes you money. Your money can just be sitting in the bank. I just did the math. I don't know. I think most savings account, if you have a savings account, right? And if you put money in your savings account, you make what, like 2%? The average savings account rate. Oh, less than that. They're very low. Okay. 0.40. Wow, I feel like it used to be 2% back in the 90s, right? Wow. Okay. The national average is 0.4%. All right, whatever. Here's the math. If you have $1 billion in the bank, and the what's I suck at math. Well, it's not very good. Obviously, rich people know what to do with their money, but if you have $1 billion in the bank and you put it in one of these low yield savings accounts, you'll make $4 million a year. That's not a good return on their money. But still, $4 million a year without having to lift anything, without having to do anything, that's awesome. All right, let's keep it moving. Ay, ay, ay. So sad. Some massive layoffs over at Amazon, Munchie. They laid off 16,000 employees this week. Ay, ay, ay. Scary times. Offshore account? Isn't that illegal? All right. We have a lot more to talk about, including Selena Gomez, but now we're going live for members only. I'll share the rest of this later for everybody. If you can become a member, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. All right, we just spoke about Madonna, and now, speaking of Madonna and weddings, this is so funny. Martin Short told Jimmy Kimmel that he accidentally cut a piece of Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's wedding cake. Oopsies. He explains that the wedding was perfect and it was beautiful. Selena's wedding to Benny Blanco. The night of the reception, it was a big party and big tents at the back of the tent. It was a big party and big tents, and at the back of the tent were these individual seating areas with couches and chairs, so that if you had a group like we had our Only Murders section, there was about 12 of us, and there was a wedding cake by our section, but it was a small wedding cake. I just assumed that there was a wedding cake for each section in the back. And after a few hours, Steve Martin, said he was going to leave. And I said, oh, wait, maybe I had a cocktail. I don't know. So I said, oh, Steve, you can't leave. I had a fork in my hand. You can't leave without a piece of wedding cake. And I cut the wedding cake one side, cut it the other. And then all the people in our group scream, it was the wedding cake. I tried to fix it with a fork. I tried. Marty said that the chef came out and did emergency surgery on the cake and fixed it up before it was presented. Oops. Hopefully, Selena can laugh it off. She did, actually. Selena walked by and told him, hey, Marty, I heard you're trying to eat my cake. I did see the Masters of the Universe trailer. Nicholas Galitzine looks great. I can't. Trying to. Let me see if I can find more pictures. I don't think I can show. Here we go. I think he looks amazing. Where is the picture? Here we go. This is a picture of him from the trailer. Although, do you think they airbrushed his abs? That's giving a little airbrushed action. Still hot. I'm buying it. I buy it. I'm into it. How cool, man, to be playing such an iconic character and then have action figures being made of you. I would love a Perez action figure. All right. In other news, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have rehired Sunshine Sachs to do their PR. Hopefully that means they'll stop firing people. Brian Austin Green details his time dating Martin star Tashina Arnold and alleges that Tashina wanted to keep their romance back in the day secret because she was black and he's white. Interesting. Ashley Tisdale. I'm just going to race through some of these. Ashley Tisdale is apparently getting offers to write a book about the Hollywood mommy group drama. What else? Oprah told the Today Show that she loves that Timothée Chalamet refers to Kylie Jenner as his partner. Oprah explained, you know why I like the word partner? Because it's mature. It says that it's a mature, stable relationship. It is not just like my girlfriend. Because you have a girlfriend when you're 7, when you're 15. Hold on. I just got a weird text message. Hold on. I'll be right back. I feel sorry for older people. Like, I just got this text message. I'm pretty sure it's spam, suspicious activity. It says, suspicious financial activity has been detected on your account and your funds have been frozen. Please log in to verify your account, and once completed, your funds will be unfrozen. I'm like 99. This is a fake. It's fake. But it sucks because old people might actually click the link and give log in their password or whatever. Let me go right back. Let me report it as spam. Hold on. I'm gonna report it as spam. 1 second. I'm back. I actually do two things. First, I block the number. Then I report as spam and delete. It sucks. A lot of older people, like my mom, I think my sister and I have done a good job of letting my mom know to never click those links and yada, yada, yada. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Sending all of the positive vibes to Teddy Mellencamp. I saw that she was looking at my IG story, and it just made me think about her battle with brain cancer. It really, if you have your health, you can get through anything. All right. And speaking of getting through things, Demi Lovato shares how cooking has been healing for her amidst her ED recovery. Good for her. Also, Nicole Richie reveals that her daughter, who just turned 18, no longer goes by her name. And not because she's transitioning or anything like that. Harlow just prefers going by the name Kate. I don't know. I like Harlow. I like Harlow. All right, let's keep it moving. Did you guys see? Not only is Spencer Pratt running for mayor of Los Angeles, but Teen Mom alum Farrah Abram is running for mayor of Austin. We spoke about it yesterday. Rex, do you have any specific questions? Farrah Abram is running for mayor of Austin. Publicity stunt. So funny. I was definitely wrong about Bruno Mars. His stadium tour is selling out. Major. I wasn't sure how it would do. Ariana Madix and Tom Sandoval finally settled their legal battle over their house 3 years after Scandoval. They finally have sold it. Ugh, this is so gross. Did you guys see the story about that former teen social media influencer, Piper Raquel? I never followed her or was aware of this young girl, but she was a young social media influencer as a kid, grew up on social media, And the day she turned 18, she started making other content, if you know what I mean. And on her first day making other content, she made $3 million. $3 million. And no, Kyle, I feature my kids on my social media, but they don't have any accounts of their own. They're not messaging friends. They don't have any accounts. I do worry. I think my son, I did let him play Roblox. I think on Roblox, you might be able to message people, which I don't like, but he's been doing really well in school. So I've let him have a Roblox account. But they don't have, any other. I'm trying to be very mindful of what I say, because apparently somebody verified to me that if you mention other platforms, your live stream isn't shown to as many people. Anyways, I don't know how I feel about this. Families of the Idaho murder victims are suing Brian Koberger's school following his sentencing. According to the lawsuit, the victims' families allege that Brian Koberger was an employee with a known history of threatening, stalking, and predatory behavior. I just don't know how that's tied to the murders. Do you know what I mean? And finally, I forgot to wish Meghan Trainor congratulations. She welcomed another baby by surrogacy. Mazel. And a lot of not so nice people out there have been leaving not so nice comments about her using a surrogate. La, la, la. A little girl. All right, we'll be back tomorrow, y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being members. If you watched until the end, say happy ending. Say happy ending in the comment section. Say happy ending in the comment section if you watched until the end. Hit the like button, share this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.